today. We have to find words against injustice.
Thank you, Speaker. It's my pleasure to rise today on behalf of my constituents of Windsor West to speak this afternoon. I would like to applaud the member from Ottawa-Vanier for bringing this motion forward. It is a timely motion. I'm proud to stand with Ontario NDP leader Andrea Horwath and all New Democrats in supporting this important and timely motion. I hope that today all members of the Legislature can agree that systemic racism and Islamophobia have no place in Ontario. The tragic events in Quebec recently and in Peterborough in 2015 shocked the conscience of people throughout the province. These devastating attacks brought to light the severity of prejudice towards people of Muslim faith, a prejudice that many Muslims in our province experience on a daily basis. There is a growing tide of anti-Muslim rhetoric and sentiments. The rhetoric breeds hate and ultimately violence. This is why it is necessary that this motion specifically mention combating hatred, hostility, prejudice, and racism towards people who practice the Muslim faith. Speaker, acceptance and diversity are foundational to our shared identity as Ontarians. When this acceptance is threatened, Ontarians expect their government to act swiftly to ensure that our province remains a welcoming place for all those residing here. While it's true that a motion does not bind the government to act, I hope that passing this motion will challenge the members of this chamber and all people living in Ontario to take action to end Islamophobia in our province. I hope that the government will heed the advice of this motion and direct the Anti-Racism Directorate to address and prevent systemic racism across government policy, programs and services, and increase anti-racism education and awareness, including Islamophobia, in all parts of the province. And Speaker, I'd like to talk specifically about my riding because this is a very serious and very heavy discussion, and we're talking a lot about hate. So what I would like to do is highlight some of the wonderful things, the contributions that the Muslim community bring to Windsor and Essex County. And I know I share the sentiment with my colleague from Windsor-Tecumseh and my colleague from Essex when we talk about the many contributions that the people of the Muslim community bring to the broader community of Windsor and Essex County. There was a Windsor Star article from not quite 2 years ago that highlighted that Windsor's Muslim families, over a 2-week period, opened up their homes, so their private personal space, to anybody that wanted to come into their home and visit, so that they could show people from all different faiths, from all different races, from different genders, from different backgrounds, what it's like to be someone of the Muslim faith. And what they showed everybody is they are no different than you are, than I am, than anybody else in this province. They want their kids to go to school and have a good education. They want to be able to go out and go shopping without people attacking them. They are no different than anybody in this chamber. There was another article from just about a year and a half ago that highlighted that between 8,000 and 9,000 bags of food have been donated in my community, in Greater Windsor and Essex County, from the Share the Spirit of Ramadan food drive. So that's been going on for a little more than almost 12 years now. In 2015, they'd already donated 8,000 to 9,000 bags of food. This Share the Spirit of Ramadan food drive was to show that those of the Muslim faith during Ramadan, because they fast, understand that there are other people out there who are struggling, who face hunger. And so what they've done is they've gone out and they've started to do food drives and contribute to the food banks and various organizations in our community. So I think it's really important that as we stand here and talk about the very difficult things that they are dealing with, that we are all dealing with, it's our job for all of us to address the issues that they're facing, that we also take time to highlight the contributions that the Muslim communities bring to our broader communities and to the province of Ontario. So for that, I'd like to thank you.